Ben Affleck made headlines recently not for a new acting role, but for his behind-the-scenes work on an exciting upcoming project. The Oscar-winning actor and filmmaker stepped into the spotlight once again, this time as an executive producer for the anticipated musical adaptation Kiss of the Spider-Woman, a film that also happens to star none other than his former partner, global superstar Jennifer Lopez. The duo surprised fans and media alike when they appeared together at the New York City premiere on October 6, 2025. Dressed to impress, Lopez and Affleck posed together on the red carpet, making a rare joint appearance just months after finalizing their divorce earlier this year. Their public show of unity sparked immediate conversation online, with fans curious about the nature of their current relationship. Subscribe to the channel to receive the latest celebrity updates and breaking news. Despite their romantic split, it's clear that mutual respect remains strong between the two. Affleck not only showed up to support the project, he was instrumental in getting it made. As executive producer, Affleck worked through his production company, Artist Equity, co-founded with longtime friend and fellow actor Matt Damon, to help bring this reimagined version of Kiss of the Spider-Woman to the big screen. Lopez, who leads the cast in the titular role, appeared on the Today Show earlier that same day to promote the film. During her interview, she candidly acknowledged Affleck's pivotal role in bringing the movie to life. "If it wasn't for Ben, the movie wouldn't have gotten made," she said, "and I will always give him that credit." Her remarks weren't just a nod to Affleck's industry clout, but a recognition of the creative energy and dedication he brought to the table, even as their personal lives were undergoing tremendous change. The story of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck has spanned over 2 decades. They first captured the public's imagination in the early 2000s when they began dating in 2002 and quickly became one of Hollywood's most talked-about couples. Dubbed Bennifer, their whirlwind romance culminated in engagement, but the pressure of intense media scrutiny ultimately led them to call things off in 2004. Each went on to start families with other partners and appeared to move on. But love, as they say, has a way of resurfacing. In 2021, they rekindled their relationship and tied the knot in an intimate Las Vegas ceremony in July 2022, followed by a larger celebration in Georgia a month later. However, by 2024, cracks had begun to show, and the couple eventually filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Their divorce was finalized in February 2025, bringing a formal end to their second chapter together. Still, their recent appearances and statements suggest a bond that hasn't completely faded, especially when it comes to their shared creative passions. Lopez spoke openly about the emotional significance of working on Kiss of the Spider-Woman, describing the process as deeply personal and even therapeutic. "It's funny," she said, "the movie is about escapism. It's about how movies and art save us in the hardest times of our lives. Doing this project was such a dream come true for me that it really got me through to kind of survive a moment that was difficult in my personal life as well." Her comments resonated with many fans who have followed her career and personal journey over the years. For Lopez, known for pouring her heart into her music and performances, this project was more than just another role. It was a lifeline during one of the most trying periods in her recent life. The new film adaptation of Kiss of the Spider-Woman is already generating buzz in Hollywood circles. It had its debut earlier this year at the 2025 Sundance Film Festival, where it drew praise for its emotional depth and stunning performances. The musical is a reimagined take on the original 1993 Broadway production that starred Chita Rivera and featured music by the legendary duo Condor and Ebb, with a book by Terrence McNally. The story itself, however, has even deeper roots, tracing back to the 1976 novel by Argentine writer Manuel Puig, which also inspired the acclaimed 1985 film starring William Hurt, Raul Julia, and Sonia Braga. This latest version not only pays homage to those earlier interpretations but also brings a fresh perspective, with Lopez at the center, delivering a performance that many critics are already calling career-defining. Her portrayal dives into themes of fantasy, survival, and resilience, themes that clearly mirrored what she was going through behind the scenes. And then there's Affleck, whose presence at the premiere, though understated, spoke volumes. While he didn't steal the spotlight, he did take time to speak to the press about the importance of the project and his experience working on it. His appearance not only showed his continued support for Lopez but also reaffirmed his growing focus on producing meaningful, artistically driven stories through Artist Equity, a company that has slowly become a powerful voice in shaping independent and character-driven cinema. In the end, this premiere wasn't just about promoting a movie, it was about 2 Hollywood icons showing the world that even after the lights dim on a romance, respect, creativity, and collaboration can remain. Their joint appearance felt less like a publicity stunt and more like a celebration of shared history, hard-won maturity, and artistic triumph. As Lopez and Affleck stood side by side once again, this time not as lovers but as collaborators, it was a reminder that sometimes the most powerful stories aren't just the ones told on screen, but the ones lived behind the scenes.